Okay, for those people that were not here on last Friday for the notes, this is graphing quadratic functions using your graphing calculator. These are very short notes. There are some directions on the front. It says right here on graphing calculator how to find, this is how to find the vertex. So we'll go over that. And then these are the graphing calculator instructions on how to find the x-intercepts. Okay, so I'll be saying it, but if you need help, you can refer to the front page. So when you have something like this, and we just got done doing it on the Breaking the Code worksheet, what you want to do is graph this right off the bat. So you have x squared minus 4x minus 12. So what you want to do, oops, can you guys see this? Focus this in here. So when you do this, you want to make sure you press zoom 6. See where it says Z standard? That is a 10 by 10 screen. Usually most of these will fit on a 10 by 10 screen. Now you notice this one actually did not fit. I cannot see where this comes to a turning point. So since that's on the lower half, we're going to press window right here. See window right here? Press window. And where it says Y min, that's the lower half of the Y axis. Let's make that a negative 20. And now press graph. Now we can see the turning point. So this is what we need. So the first thing we're going to do, it says, does it open up or down? This graph clearly opens up. And that's because the x squared term is positive. So if the x squared term is positive, it's going to open up. That's your first question. What is the vertex? That vertex is right here. It's the turning point down here. They asked if it's a min or a max. It's a min because it's the lowest point on the graph. So since that's a min, we can find that on our calculator. So press trace. Pressing trace puts this little spider on your calculator. And we're going to move it with our right arrow. See this right arrow right here? We're moving it, moving the spider using our right arrow till it's close to the turning point. Okay, then you're going to press, so you always press trace. Now we're going to press second trace. And you're going to see the word minimum. Well, that's what we want, number 3. So I'm just going to press number 3. Now it says left bound question mark. So you can either put in a number, like you can type in like 0 or 1, or you can move the spider with your left arrow like this, and it moves it to the left of the vertex. So left bound guess. So I'm going to guess that that's to the left of it. So then you press enter. Now see how it does a line down it? So now it says right bound guess. So now you went with the right arrow. You want to move this spider to the right side of the vertex. And then you press enter. And now you get another vertical line. So this vertex should be between these two lines. If you're satisfied with your guesses, then you can just press enter for the guess, and it says minimum 2. It's approximately 2, negative 16. So that is your vertex, 2, negative 16. So because my graph doesn't have 16 numbers, let's go by 4s. So this is negative 4, negative 8, negative 12, negative 16. And it's going to be 2s. We'll go by 1s here. So 2, negative 16 is right there. Okay, now I need to know what the x-intercepts are. This is where it crosses the x-axis. So you can kind of see where it crosses the x-axis. It looks like to me like it crosses negative 2. So I'm going to put a negative 2, and it looks like it's crossing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what it looks like to me, but we're going to double check that. So you're going to press trace again. Get this up to where it is close to that, and you're going to press second trace 0, because that's a 0 of the function. Left bound guess. To go left, I need to go above it and press enter. Right bound guess. Go below it, because that's to the right of it, where it's hitting the x-axis. And then it says the 0, press enter, and the 0 is negative 2, 0. That's a 0, and it says negative 2, so it's crossing at negative 2. The x-intercepts are negative 2, 0. And to find the next one, press trace. Let me show you another way of doing this. I'm using my right arrow right now to move my spider. My right arrow. Sometimes instead of using like going left and right of it, you can guess numbers. So this time we're going to press second trace again, and press 0 again. instead of like moving this to the left, which is actually to the left right now, I'm going to put a number. I'm going to say, I'm going to guess 4. As my left-bound guess, I'm going to just type in the number 4. So x equals 4 is my guess. I'm going to press enter, and it puts a line down at x equals 4. And now my right-bound guess, I'm going to say it's over here around 8. So my right-bound guess is I'm going to say it's between 4 and 8 somewhere. So I type in an 8, press equals. My guess is 8. And it gives me another line. You see how, so this point right here is between these two lines. That's good. And then you just press enter. And it gives you your second 0, 6, 0. You see it? 6 and 0. So then you just go ahead and graph your parabola. And if I wanted more points on this, I could have went to the t-table and just grabbed some points. So find that ordered pair. Remember that ordered pair was, the vertex was 2, negative 16. Let's see if we can find that. I like to center sometimes the 2 right in the middle because that's the vertex. To see 2, negative 16, I could have graphed any one of these points. Like, let's say I wanted to graph negative 3 and 9. If I wanted to graph negative 3 and 9, here's negative 3, 2, 4. No, we went by 4s, right? 4, 8, 9. So it's like right there. That's just another point on the parabola. So you can get as many points as you want on this parabola. You can also see what the zeros are on the t-table. See, it's negative 2, 0 and 6, 0. Those are 2 of your answers, 6, 0 and negative 2, 0. Those are your zeros of the function. Okay, next one. You get x squared plus 4x. So graph it and graph. So we can press zoom 6 again to get that, because the other one, we didn't need all that bottom half. All right, so the vertex. Let's go ahead and press trace. Move our spider close to the vertex down here with our left arrow. Go slightly to the left of it. Now press second trace. It's a minimum again, so press 3. It says left-bound guess. Left-bound guess. Press enter, because I am to the left of it. Now with my right arrow, I'm moving the spider to the right of it. Press enter. See how the vertical lines are centering around that? And then press enter for the 3rd time, and it says negative 1.99999. That's the same thing as saying negative 2. Negative 2, negative 4 is my vertex. And I'm going to graph that. I'm going by ones this time. There's negative 2, negative 4. It is another min, and it does open up again. You can tell that it opens up. It's opening up. It's a min, negative 2, negative 4. Now, what are the x-intercepts? Again, I think I can tell that it's 0 and negative 4. If I was graphing it, I'd be done with my graph. But how do you write these? So trace. With my left arrow, I'm going to move it up to this first one. I'm going to go to the left of it. So second trace 0. Left-bound guess. I'm pressing enter. Then I'm going to go to the right of it, which is below it. Press enter, and then I'm going to guess. Enter. It says right there, it's negative 4, 0, and that's how you write it, negative 4, 0. So press trace. Move with your right arrow up to where the other one is. I am actually to the left of it right now, so I'm going to press second trace 0. I am to the left of it, so I'm going to press enter. Then I'm going to move it up above it. Press enter and enter. It says right there 0, 0. You also can look at the t-table. There's your 0, 0 right there, and there's your negative 4, 0. So the zeros are on there. You just can search them. So it's negative 4, 0, and 0, 0. And the last one, you have negative x squared plus 3x minus 4. Clear all that out. Let me do that again. The fact that it's negative x squared means it's going to be upside down. It's going to be an upside down parabola because of the negative x squared. So let's see. See how it's upside down? Ooh, it's not touching the x-axis. So let's see. It opens down. There is a vertex, and this vertex is a max. It's the highest point. And we're going to find that, but there are no x-intercepts. It does not cross the x-axis. So to find the vertex, we're going to press trace. And then press second trace. And we're trying to find the maximum this time, so press 4. Left-bound guess, press enter. right bound guess, press enter, and press enter. And it says 1.5 and negative 1.75 if you use the decimal that it's closest to. So negative 1.5, oh no, it's 1.5. That's 1.5 down 1.75, so it's about right there. Now, since I don't have any x-intercepts, I need 2 more points. So we're going to look at our t-table, press second graph, and just pick, so let's center that 1.5. Let's just find, I like, see how there's a 0, -4 right here? I like 0, -4. And then there's another -4, there's 3, -4, and I like 3. I like to be symmetric. Make sure it's straight across from the one you just did. Oops, I missed it. And make sure you hit both these points. And that's your graph. Done.